Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the deepest corporate secrets, and sometimes it turns out they're just posting a presentation online. Today we're looking at Strata Skin Sciences Incorporated, a company that wants to be a big deal in skin treatments. This filing is pretty light on bombshell news and more about just letting everyone know they've put up a new investor presentation. Alright, so what we have here is a Form 8. Think of this like a company's way of making a public announcement about something important that just happened. For Strata Skin Sciences Incorporated, the biggest news here is that on the 16th of December 2025, they shared a new investor presentation on their website. This means they've given their investors and the public a fresh look at their business, likely talking about their goals, how they're doing, and where they're headed. It's not a surprise announcement of a new product or a big financial report, but it is a signal that they are actively communicating with their stakeholders. Now, Strata Skin Sciences Incorporated is traded on the Nasdaq stock market under the ticker symbol SSKN. This tells us it's a publicly owned company, meaning anyone can buy a piece of it. Being on Nasdaq means it's a company that has met certain standards for size and trading activity. When a company posts an investor presentation, it's usually to give context to their stock performance or to highlight specific achievements to both current and potential investors. This part here, Regulation FD disclosure, is basically a fancy way of saying the company is making sure everyone gets the same information at the same time. They don't want to give any special tips to a select few. By posting this presentation publicly, they're being fair to everyone. So the core of this report is the investor presentation itself, which is included as an exhibit. While we do not have the full content of that presentation in this document, the fact that it exists and is being filed indicates that Strata Skin Sciences Incorporated wanted to highlight something specific to investors in December of 2025. Often, these presentations will cover key business updates, financial highlights, strategic initiatives, and market outlook. Since this is all they chose to report on this particular day, it suggests there weren't any major operational or financial shifts that legally required an immediate 8K filing. Otherwise, looking at Strata Skin Sciences Incorporated more broadly, they operate in the medical aesthetics industry, focusing on devices like those for body contouring and skin rejuvenation. This is a competitive field, with companies constantly innovating and marketing new technologies. The effectiveness of their marketing and sales efforts, as reflected in their investor presentations, is crucial for their growth. We would typically look for details on sales figures, new product pipeline, or partnerships in such a presentation. However, in this filing, we are not given any specific financial numbers from the presentation. This Form 8K is purely an informational filing to disclose that the presentation was made available. This means we don't get to see the nitty-gritty of their financial performance, like revenue growth or profitability, directly from this report. We would need to look at their quarterly or annual reports, the 10Q or 10K filings, to get that detailed financial picture. The report is signed by John Gillings, who is the Chief Accounting Officer. This is standard practice, indicating that the company has officially logged this disclosure. It's a procedural step that shows the information has been verified internally. Now, let's talk about what this filing really tells us. Strata Skin Sciences Incorporated is actively engaging with its investors. Posting an investor presentation suggests they have something positive or important to share about their progress or their vision for the future. It is a proactive step. However, the absence of other more substantial news in this 8K filing might suggest that there weren't any earth-shattering events that occurred on the 16th of December 2025. Companies file 8Ks for significant events like mergers, acquisitions, bankruptcy, or material impairments. This filing is an exception, focusing solely on the dissemination of public information through a presentation. What does this mean for investors? Well, it means they should go check out that investor presentation if they want the latest updates directly from Strata Skin Sciences Incorporated. It's a signal to pay attention to their communications. Without the details of the presentation, it is hard to give a deep financial analysis. But remember, consistent communication is often a sign of a company trying to build investor confidence. So, to wrap up, Strata Skin Sciences Incorporated's latest filing is about transparency. They've made a new investor presentation available, and they're letting the world know. It's a good reminder that if you're invested in or considering investing in a company, keeping up with their investor communications is key. Well, be keeping an eye out for what's inside that presentation and any future filings that might reveal more about their financial health and strategic direction. What is your take on this kind of filing? Does it make you more or less interested in the company? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more dives into corporate documents. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decode.